Hi, everybody. This is President Rick Bailey from Northern New Mexico College, coming to you from the beautiful El Rito campus. Today is Tuesday, November 10th. As always, thank you for tuning into the latest video update for our college community. A lot of things going on. Obviously, we had the big election last week, and so a lot of change. Obviously, we have some sobering news to talk about. Here in New Mexico, the positivity rates, the COVID rates are all increasing. They're all headed in the wrong direction. I think it's showing that there's a lot of fatigue out there. I think it's showing that we've been in this for 8 months now, and I know that's frustrating, and everyone is ready to get on the other side of it, and we will get on the other side of it. But we've got to stay firm. We've got to stay firm and stay strong and do everything we can to protect each other. We had some unfortunate news last week. We had a staff member who had been on campus test positive. We've had very few incidences of positive cases at Northern, and I know it's because of the work that all of you have done and how we've banded together to help. And so we knew that this would be a possibility, but we finally did have a staff member who tested positive who had been on the campus. And so we've been all through the weekend working on the contact tracing and everything we needed to do for that. I'm going to ask you two things as we move forward. I want you to act and behave as if you have the virus. Now, the individual who was on the campus was incredibly safe, had a mask on the entire time, likely did not spread that virus to others. All of that is good because of what we've been doing. However, it doesn't mean that we can't still really leverage our experiences to make sure that we are putting our effort in the right place. I want you to act like you have the virus. Act like you have it. What are the things that you would do? You would always wear a mask when you were outside of your house, anytime you were in public. You would keep your social distancing. You would make sure you were washing your hands all the time. You would really do everything you could to protect everyone else, right? So I want you to behave like you know you have it. The other thing I would ask, I am going to ask you to behave like everyone else has it too, right? Don't take risks that are that really put not just your own health at risk, but put everyone's health that you love at risk too, and even community members you don't even know. It sounds really strict. It sounds like it's overdoing it, but I really don't think it is. I think if we all did that and behaved that way, I think we could do. It would go a long way to helping each other get through this and make this last push important. We have the holidays coming up, and likely a lot of the infections that we're seeing are because we're letting our guard down. We're getting back into family gatherings, and it's really at those gatherings that we're having these challenges. This is going to sound so ironic, and it's heartbreaking to even say it. But as you make your plans for the holidays, there's an irony this year to how we show love to each other. A lot of times you show love by being with people you care about and showering them with affection. And this year it's just the opposite. If you really want to demonstrate your love for your family and your friends, the best thing you can do is actually to keep distance from them. And to be creative and finding other ways to connect, right? Like this. Right? What are the other ways we can connect and share holiday cheer without actually breaking the health and safety standards that we know are going to be important to keeping everyone else safe? Those are the things that we have to do together. At the college, I think the recent uptick in cases really gives us a clear path on what we need to do for the future. We started in the late spring and early summer by limiting the on-campus presence to 5 people total. I'm directing us to do that same thing now to get us through these last few months. So there are going to be exceptions, obviously our nursing students and faculty, but for everyone else, I want you to coordinate with the 2 vice presidents, and if you can't get a hold of them, then come to me to request that presence. And we are going to clamp down and limit that presence for everyone else to 5 people, with exceptions only on a case-by-case basis. So let's please work together to make sure that happens. We started a series of dialogues, the First Friday College Roundtable. So every first Friday of the month, and Amy has been gracious enough to set this up, we randomly select faculty and staff members to come together with no agenda. So we did our first one last Friday. If you know anyone who went, I think you'll hear from them that it was a really productive dialogue. It was very thoughtful. And but we had no agenda. The goal is just for faculty and staff members to get together and just talk about whatever whatever suits your fancy. And so we had some really productive dialogue. It's also an opportunity to present recommendations. What are the things that I need to do as president better to be a better service to you? What are the things that the vice presidents and their teams can do? And I really think that it was a positive, instructive, and constructive dialogue. And so I look forward to those in the future. Now, I know for a lot of you, you've been scheduled way in advance for that, and we wanted to get everyone on the calendar as soon as we could. When we get on the other side of the pandemic, then these meetings will be in person. They will likely be at a local restaurant so we can support local businesses. And we'll be able to break bread together and have these conversations. So anyways, that's more to follow on that, but I do want to thank everyone for participating in this first one. I look forward to next month. Shared services. We are working with several partner colleges: Santa Fe Community College, Central New Mexico Community College, Clovis Community College, and San Juan College. The 5 of us, and there may be more soon. But we're working on a project to, one, do an exploration of our ERP, our banner platform, and to look at shared services. What are some things that we can actually collaborate on to make things easier for everyone at the college? And so over the next several months, we're going to be in that process and exploring that. It's super exciting for us, not only so that we can create efficiencies and save money for the college that can then go directly towards students and student services, and raises and everything else that we want to do. But I also think it'll make everyone's job a lot easier too, because now you have a whole team of colleagues and other institutions who do the same thing, and now we're integrated in the services that we provide. Let me finish with this. This came out in a dialogue, a group dialogue that we had recently. And when we talked about goals and the things that we wanted to promote, and a very, very thoughtful person brought up the issue of culture and challenged us all to adopt an environment, a culture of kindness. I think that's the way she put it, a culture of kindness. And that really, those words really struck a chord with me. I know we've been careful, and I know we've been thoughtful to each other, and I know that we've been putting all these things in place to keep each other safe. But this is also a very stressful time, and we all have incredible challenges. And no matter how great those challenges are, if all of us are genuinely kind to each other, students, faculty, and staff, if we're empathetic to the things that each other are dealing with, and thoughtful with those things, and with everyone around us, we can really cultivate that environment. We can really celebrate a culture of kindness. And when we all do that, we will take this college to the next level, right? All the successes we've enjoyed over the last 4 years, I am so incredibly impressed. But I think that culture of kindness will help us to even greater heights and even greater successes. So think about that as we move forward in the next few weeks, of how you can help cultivate that environment and make things better for everyone else around you. All right, everybody. From all of us at the college, our students, faculty, staff, community partners, we say muchísimas gracias. Kunda woha. God bless you and everyone you love. Thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.